Welcome in, Earth Angel Tribe. Here for your oracle message from me, Ishani. I hope you're having a marvelous evening after midnight. It is 4:27 in the morning, and I am preparing your message. I'm hearing that this message is from your ancestors, and that this message is of a love that you have coming in, that you're building towards. I like this up. So we're going to tap into the energy of your ancestors so we can see what is coming in for you and your love. And I have a few decks coming in. The chosen ones, 144. So you are a chosen star seed. Multi dimensions, and also my Eros Gamos deck, which is about so many different levels of sacred union and divine union, but this is for 5D. Okay. I will be building more decks for the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12D as well for sacred union. Okay. So before I get started, I want to first and foremost give the most gratitude to our Creator, your ancestors, my ancestors, our divine timing to be here today, divine timing to divine what's here, to understand the journey that's ahead, the very deep spiritual path that you're on, that your ancestors are assisting you. Okay, so I want to thank you so much for the message coming through today. Wish everyone a blessed heart who hears this message. If you have aligned here, nothing is a coincidence. Enjoy the message. This is for 18 and up. Welcome back if you've been here before. If you haven't, I hope you stay. Come again. We do talk about adult things, so that's why this channel is for 18 and up. I will have videos that are for possibly the younger crowd, meaning to educate but not sensual and sexual messages. Okay, so today I pulled a card for us. It's an icebreaker for after dark. Ooh. It says, how long do you think foreplay should last before sex? Drop it in the comments. Come on now, y'all been shy. I've been seeing y'all watching the video, but y'all ain't been dropping a comment. I just want to know. Okay, for me, what do I think? I've never put a time on it, but I will say that, like, a nice little foreplay massage, or, you know, some deep communication, some wine perhaps. I do enjoy and partake in 420, so that's always a vibe with some good conversation. And yeah, so foreplay is a lot of things for me. It's not just touching, it's just those intimate moments that we share before we begin. Like, how much time did we spend together today before we start touching each other and get to the penetrating, you know? So it's like, what have we done today? Have we did some meditations? Have we talked about our self-development plans? Like, what's going on? Have we prepared some meals together, creating that synergy, you know, that harmony between lovers, that, you know, that build up for the day that makes it smooth sailing once it's time to get down to the business, you feel me? So yeah, it's all up to you guys. And then it's like, you know, sometimes one partner may have the foreplay and it's not that the other person is forgotten, but it's like, okay, he might have started first, and then you're like, he's so excited after he since did all the foreplay. It's like when you wanted to get started on him, he's ready. So but and that's why we have the upper hand, and that's what I was telling my sister today. And it's not about having the upper hand per se, but it is definitely about knowing that we hold the fist, right? So once we open it to receive, that was our choice, to give that. And it should be respected, not taken, not forced, not misinformed before penetration, right? Thank you. What's in the deck before we get started? We're going to start off with our animals, Gamos deck, to understand what your ancestors want to bring in for you in your divine love. This message is for all genders, genderless message. You may hear me refer to whichever this reading seems to favor more to the side of, okay? Because energy and frequency is a thing. All right. Spirit, what you got for us? Protector of the portals. That is beautiful. The divine masculine coming in is a protector of the portals. So this means that he is a guardian of the yoni, right? So he has done his research. He knows that womb is this juicy, delightful, mysterious abyss, right? And he does not go in feverishly. That's what I'm hearing, and I've never used that word. He does not rush in feverishly. Feverishly. And he's going to always come to you like your womb, in a state of it's safe with me. Do you understand that? I know you understand that. In a sense of it's safe with me, okay? Protector of the portals. And that's your inner portal, your outer portal. And definitely here to assist in the ascension of that, okay? Definitely here to assist in the ascension of that. Let's get into these that fell. Got a lot of cards coming out. Now I'll get into the others. Rose quartz water, divine feminine. Rose quartz waters. This, my love. As we know, the rose quartz crystal is pink, this light pinks, deeper pinks, possibly flushes of light reds, and when we hold it in our hand, there's a frequency, right? That we feel. We put this around our bedroom to experience that deep love frequency. This is the love crystal, right? So when he enters your rose quartz waters, there is extreme bliss experienced here, unlike any other portal he's ever visited, right? Because there is a pure and self-love that resides when you've done work here with the rose quartz. So your yoni internally feels that way. Pure bliss, pure love, innocence, sweet, divine innocence. Okay? Making love as gods. And this is very deep because this comes with a very deep attunement of the parties involved, right? Where you can go into this frequency of the God frequency, the God energy, while you're making love, unconditional love. That is only experienced when you can reach a divine union. You know, we may feel like the bed was rocked in our 3D realm, but until you really experience this 5D, it's a whole different ballgame. It's a whole different portal. So yes, making love as gods. Imagine like whomever that you look at as like venerated, immortal, like truly when you've done your research, you're like, damn, they're like, I wouldn't, y'all must say that. They're like me, like I'm walking into my Godhead. So like when I look at Isis, when I look at Osiris, when I look at their story, when I look at how they are part of the Egyptian godheads for that 18th dynastic period, that we making love like we gods and goddesses, like we kings and queens, like we own this month, because we manifested it, right? And it's beautiful, and your ancestors want this for you, and you've been building on this yourself through your work with healing with crystals, through your work with the divine masculine, staying authentic in each experience that you have had, right? And that's how you're able to reach the precipice of fucking like gods, right? Fucking like gods. Which is elevating, resurrecting through your waters. Any additional messages, please? Very beautiful. And what happens is our ancestors, they see us working so hard, y'all. Like, for real. They see us working so hard here and there, and probably even taking like freaking vows of celibacy. Like, I ain't doing it no more till the right one come in, But it's like, we have to hold that space for ourselves, that frequency for ourselves, because we cannot give up on having what we know is ours, that Amos love, It's just a beautiful place. Oop, just a beautiful place to be in. Your 5D sacred goddess. You've done a lot of research and have gone into your womb and have understand a lot of, or just, possibly the basics of tantric practices. Should definitely extend your knowledge in that. I am hearing tantric for here. And also just, it's not so much of like exuding the energy of, sensuality, but it is like people can see this grace and this demureness in you that radiates from feminines whom have balanced their sacral energy. And it's very beautiful. And we get a lot of help with that, right? We get a lot of help with that because we're babies, we're learning, and everything is a stepping stone. And we're like, okay, I just found out where Eremos Gamos is. Now I want to learn more about it. What is this? How, in ways, have I experienced this? How can I dive deeper into experiencing more of this? Because once you do experience, you're like, oh my gosh, it was like the most blissful experience I've ever had. I don't want it to escape, you know? And we don't chase thrills, right? We magnetize them. We have Merkaba activation. Merkaba or Merkaba activation. Okay. This has to do with light body activations when you all are together. And also a part, you can activate your light body apart. I've done a few Merkaba meditations, but it comes from reading the book Pathway to the Heart. It's behind me. I'll probably post it later. But it's really delicious, and it teaches you how to tap into your Merkaba. If you have not done that, definitely tap into that, because this union builds into that if you have not. Like, this is something you can do together and possibly even enter each other's, which is extremely profound. I haven't thought of that, but that's come up. That's very beautiful. To be able to have your light body activated through your self-development, your sacral understanding, and understanding of all chakras, right? Because we have to align and be in balance to be able to activate that Merkaba, right? Purely, unconditionally. So yes, this is beautiful. Okay, and then we have Soul Glide here. So this is when your souls are merging and becoming one when you're in coitus, right? When you're wrapped around each other in that beautiful, sweet innocence and understanding of the codes that are being given and the activations that are being catalyzed, you know? It's very beautiful. Emerging or gliding. And this also has to do with your lovemaking patterns, you know? How it's not rushed. You guys glide. It's like a sweet dance, harmonic dance, right? Even the sheets may be, you know, a part of the dance with you. Soft and sweet and silky. Divine Feminine, what's going on? Stroke my throat chakra. Okay. You love to give pleasure, and I'm sure receive. But that's beautiful. So you want your throat chakra stroked because you deeply enjoy receiving the codes as it's cleansed from the lingam, right? Clearing your vocal cords allows your greater and deeper truths to come out. Like, right, let's be honest, right? Like, let's be real, because this is coming up right after, like, it's coming up that sex is a truth serum. Because right after you have sex, it's like, one of the Wayne songs coming up, bro. I was the line come fully through, but that is hilarious. Like how he basically like just gets up after the sex, like whatever. But oh my gosh. So yes. Sometimes after we're done, we hear some unforgettable truths, whether it's about the session or you ask a question that has nothing to do with the encounter, and they're just like, yeah, this is what it is, you know. You're just like, oh, okay. Wow, did I fuck the truth out of you, you know? So it's just like, then it came with that sex is a truth serum, and you know, it goes with stroking the throat chakra, as well as like cleansing it with other crystals and things of your choice. Using water for intention, different teas and herbal and botanical roots, you know. But yes, souls, our souls, portals and gods, come from a beautiful lineage that wants to keep this for you, right? For you to be able to hold this, magnetize it, for this lifetime. You deserve it. You deserve it. Y'all deserve it. We work so hard. And even to be able to sit here and balance, and divine masculine is a protector. He's done his research. You've done your research. So it's just like, let's give it to me. So it's just like, you know, it makes sense to make it do what it do. It's flying everywhere. Spirit, any other messages from this deck? So yes. I'm hearing Renara so we can get some signs for you guys. Do have a zodiac deck. But yes, so yes, our ancestors, they've had so many different love paths as well, right? We can look at our mom paths. We can look at our grandmoms. If we've had stories about our great-grandmoms, if we haven't had a chance to meet them. Or additionally, any other, you know, paternal or maternal lineage members. So it's just like so much. Like, as for myself, what can I say? I feel like there's been a lot of unrequited love on my bloodline. Meaning, like, the ladies chase. They chase, right? Instead of magnetizing. And I'm speaking of, like, the older women, because I watched them as a young girl. So I can speak of their patterns, right? In my observation and perception. But yes, so unrequited a lot. And you know, it can feel like a spell was placed on my family for love. Literally, because it's like, that shit weird. I ain't gonna lie. It's weird. Some of y'all may or may not resonate with that. But yeah. And having kids before marriage, which I have so many thoughts about that, and incest and things like that, because they try to say like these things were not looked at as bad back then. So I don't look at it. I look at it as I was taught to, which is, oh, that's not allowed, you know, in this lifetime, right? All right, let's get some more messages from the Manara deck so we can find out. And some of these messages are explicit, the card images, so I may not be able to show you all of them. I'm definitely gonna give you a peek. Like a little peeky, right? So yes, drop some hearts down in the comments if you're loving the message, y'all. And also to manifest this love on the way, right? Drop you some hearts down in there. And they drop me some in there too. I'm manifesting this love. And I know my ancestors are too, because let me tell you, they be pulling me out of situations that are just not meant to be. And I mean that fast. So don't feel weird like, oh my gosh, it happened so quick. It was over so fast. No, let it in. Let it go. Surrender to the process, because you don't want that. You don't want that low vibration trying to stay. And you want the highest coming in, right? So it's like, you just got to look at it from all perspectives. And mostly the highest perspective. All right. We got the one of fire. Eat your heart out, baby. You've tasted Eros Gamos before. That's what this card signifies. And it can come in again for you if it hasn't already and you're in the beginning stages of it, right? In the beginning stages. Oof. Have any of you all spoken light language before? And I mean in the bedroom. Meaning, like, if you go back a few seconds, I did hear myself transmit there. A lot of fire, mama. Fire signs in the building. We got Aries. And Sag. Yeah, both might be some fire signs. So we have the Queen of Fire coming in next. Erotically. Erotically. So erotically. She's covering her vagina, so I'm gonna cover her other hole. She's pleasuring herself. So you are very steamy. You love to pleasure yourself. And I find that so beautiful because I just totally agree with it. Okay? High maintenance feminine. You may have light colored hair. Beautiful lips, both pair. And you may like to keep your window open at night. And I ain't saying for people to hear you, but you know, you might get a little shy knowing your window open and people might could hear you moaning in the night. But you also might find that a little as a turn on. Why not?